Hello everyone, it's Monty, the Polka Dot Pinecone. I am back today to hopefully share with you my organizing and storage of this whole wall over here. I'm not sure if I can get through the whole thing in one video or not, but in fact, it's even hard to get the whole wall picture of it in there. So anyway, I will try and do this the best I can. Some of these are, this goes almost all the way up to the ceiling, as you can see. So I will have to like get on a stool and that to be able to see, to pull them out and show you what's inside. So bear with me if this gets shaky or if I'm out of frame or something like that. So anyway, we'll start over here in this corner, which is one of those, it's the plastic container thing from IKEA. They're pretty sturdy. In fact, a lot of them they're full of 12 by 12 papers. So they're pretty good as long as you kind of just, hold the bottom stuff when you get up, get things out and stuff. But that one up there is full of kits. It's like past kits that I've put together and had on sale for sale on my eBay channel or on Etsy. I'm not doing my Etsy shop right now, but I did have things on eBay and stuff too. And I still sell on eBay products and craft supplies, and I have lots of paper lots on sale there and doily die cut things. So anyway, that's what's inside that. And then this next one here is, these are some of the littler cubes that I got from Michaels, and so they're not as big as my ones that are on the other side of the room, and they're a little bit more flimsy, I would say, than the others, but I haven't bought any more of them ever since I found the IKEA stuff. So anyway, in there this one has shelves, like 3 shelves there. So I have like my specialty papers there. I have foil and shimmer paper on the top, and then I have a bunch of vellum, and then I have what's that other one? Yeah, foil and shimmer, vellum. Okay, and then in these little cubbies, like right here, is like a bunch of like old like patterns and stuff, and sometimes I like to wrap those up around my swaps and stuff. And then I have like an old book. Sometimes I tear out pages of that, to make stuff out of, or wrap things in. That one right there is empty right now, and then this one here has a bunch of like specialty papers that I've like gotten in kits and stuff, so that's all in there. Okay, this next one down, it has like 2 shelves and then 2 drawers below it. And so there I have like a bunch of, it says lace and ruffle paper, and there's like some corrugated paper. And then I have like a bunch of burlap paper and stuff down there. Colored burlap. So there's that. And then in this one, a bunch more ribbons. Those are mostly all those little spools I keep in there. I got ribbons scattered all over through the whole room, but I try and store them in the containers that they best fit in. And then this drawer is just full of all kinds of empty bottles and little containers and stuff that I can put stuff in, like from beads and that kind of stuff. So if I want to bottle something up, those are just extra ones I keep in there. Okay, down here, another 2 shelves. This all has fabric paper in it, so lots of different fabric papers that I have down there. And then these 2 drawers, one has this has canvas and burlap paper stacks and corrugated paper, different colors. And then in this one over here, it has a bunch of like 6 by 6 cork papers. So there's a bunch of different cork things in there. And then down at the very bottom, sorry, it's hard to get in here. These are a bunch of paper pads that I'm using, things that I've used to put together in kits, and classes and stuff. I'm not right now. I'd like to again, but I have been in the past teaching scrapbook classes and card making, just kind of paper craft classes. And so I pulled out, you know, sheets out of those things and stuff for the kits and stuff that I put together for the class. And then this very bottom one, it's hard to pull out because it's got the weight of everything on top of it, but it has those little divided things, and that's where I keep all my little paints, which I don't use a ton of. And then in the back there is like I have a bunch of, I'll have like the roller, you know, when I paint something, and then like I have a bunch of like pretty knobs and stuff. It's like if I alter a piece of furniture or something like that, I have all those in the back. So that's all stored right there. Okay, bear with me while I try to get that closed. Like I say, it's kind of hard when it's on the bottom. Okay, so then the next row right next to it, I'll just go ahead and stay at the bottom. These are a bunch of paper collections, like from We Are Memory Keepers. And so they have like paper and stickers and all the kind of stuff in them. So I just keep them in there. When I want to use one, I just pull one out. And so I used those a lot in my classes also. Okay, next one up has 2 drawers. And then this one is Tim Holtz stuff that a lot of his pieces. And so I have a couple of dividers in there to keep the things separated the best I can. It's kind of hard because they weren't small enough for what I needed. So I tried to put these pieces of like vinyl in between to keep things separated, so all my different kinds of clips and stuff didn't get mixed up, you know, with each other. And then there's, you know, like the gems and the crystals and stuff back here. It's kind of hard to see back there. Let's see. Yeah, like that. So that's in one of those 3 compartment things from the dollar store. And then this one's just a one single drawer, and I keep all the bigger pieces and the little binder rings and stuff in that one. So there's that. And the next drawer up is all of my embossing folders and stencils. So got a bunch of embossing folders. Of course, I mean, I always forget to use them. This one I love. It's a 3D one from Tim Holtz. Gorgeous. Stencils. This Gina K Designs. It's one of those turnabout things, so you can make like a wreath and you just keep turning it. Really cool. So anyway, all my stencils and embossing folders are in this drawer, and they fit really well in there. This next drawer this is all cards and envelopes. So I have a section where it's just cards, and then just envelopes, and then card and envelope sets here, and then these are, I think that's the whole thing, is all cards and stuff. So anyway, that's how I store all those. Okay, the next drawer up is embellishments, and I just went through this. Okay, hang on, let me get my stool so I can kind of get up there. Sorry guys, I knew this was going to be kind of hard because it's how tall this gets. Okay, so in there is all the embellishments, and I had 2 of these. I'm doing some destashes, so I'm down to just this one box now, and I have them just kind of all separated into what they are, like frames or like rosettes or die cuts, or, you know, layered stickers, whatever they are, into sections, and then I just have them all standing up so I can see them the easiest that way. And they're all still in their package. I didn't take these out because I haven't found a better way yet. Okay, and then next up is this one. This is just a cube that's open. In here is some of my dies. Now, the way I store my dies and stamps, I got the idea from Jennifer McGuire on her videos. I like the way she stores hers. She has hers, I think a lot of hers separated by like company, because she does so much work for all the different companies, I just decided to separate mine into categories like flowers and words and borders and bows and stuff like that. So those are all in here. And then I just took, like she showed, I just took what I used. I'm not sure what she used for this part, but what I use for my little dividers is I bought a bunch of like the plastic binder things from the Dollar Tree, and I cut them up. So I get like 2 pieces from the front, 2 pieces from the back, and then I just cut it to size and then rounded the corners, put a tag on the top, and that's my divider. I wish I could find some colors that match better. I mean, this is pink, but I wish I could find some light pink, but so far no luck. And so like in this one, these have a bunch of my bigger dies in here, and then in the back of it I have like my Hero Arts, my monthly hero, and these are like stamp and die sets. And so these are bigger to where they didn't fit in this another container that I have below that you'll see. So this is a little bit bigger container. It's like one of those fridge containers, and you can just pull it out. I got this at, I think I got these at Ross, and I keep going back looking for more, and whenever I find them I get them, but I haven't seen any lately. This is just an empty suitcase thing to alter, which I haven't done yet, and so it's just empty. And then in this little box is some die cuts and things that my one of my pen pals has sent me, so I just saved the ones that I really want to use and stuff. Okay, and then this very top one up here, little tag here, this is all my We Are Memory Keepers punch boards. And so hopefully I can pull this down without pulling the whole thing down and show you guys inside of it. Okay, so there's all my We Are Memory Keepers punch boards, and I just bought like a little dish rack type thing from the dollar store, and I put them all here because before they were all just thrown in, and I didn't really like that. So now they all just kind of stand up, and I see now that We Are Memory Keepers has a storage container thing like that. It's kind of just like a little divider, just like that. So anyway, I keep all my different ones in here, plus the directions if I need them. Okay, so hang on a second. It's going to go all funky while I try to get this back up without falling off my stool. Okay, got it. Okay, next over here is another, this is the top, so I'll come down from the top again. Another one of the hard ones from IKEA. This one has, let's see, beads, some catalog, couple catalogs, and there's a thing of die cuts and some glitter ribbon, and they're all in some kind of plastic cases. So I think I'm not going to try and pull that one out because I think I might have a hard time from this height getting that one back in. Down here is one of the fabric pretty ones. Oops, my tag fell off. I really like these, but there's really no way to put a tag on it or a label. So what I did was like wrote on a tag and then just kind of like use my tiny punch from Tim Holtz and just tacked it on there, but obviously it fell off. So in here I have yarn, eyelash trim, and tulle. So you can see that. There's all my eyelash trim, the yarn at the bottom because I don't use that as much, and then there's a bunch of tulle and the colors I use most laying on the top. So that's how I keep that, because you know they're fairly big and it takes up quite a bit of space. Okay, so back down off my stool. This here is more of my dies. So again, I have these little bins, and these are a little bit narrower, so they fit the regular dies best. And again, I have them divided up with these. So like this one's animals, and then so I have all the things in there with animals. And I did the same thing that Jennifer McGuire did. I buy the bags from Simon Says Stamp, and then I cut the paper around the corners, put them in there for the backing, and then I get the big magnet sheets, cut them up to size, and then add my dies on there so I can see them, and then I put the label, you know, what they're from. So those go in there, and then I have them separated, you know, like there's backgrounds, what what else is there? Bows, bags, boxes and pockets. What's that? Tabs and tags, and these little sticker things are coming off because I peeled them off and moved things around, and so they're not sticking very well. So now I need to redo them. Bag toppers, rosettes, alphas and words. So that's how I have them all separated, and these are all just dies. Next one down, this whole thing is packs of 12 by 12 papers, just like packs of paper. This next one down, this box is confetti and picks and, you know, like those balls and stuff you put in for packaging. So that's what's all in there. And then this very bottom, this has like some of the boxed card sets that I have, and then like little boxes like those that are put together there's like stacks of the different ones, different colors that I bought at a stationery store to put together for different things. I've made like treat boxes and stuff for favors at like baby showers and that kind of thing, so I use those for that. Okay, there's my feetsies. Okay, and so on this shelf right here, let me get back a little bit. This is a shelf from IKEA also. It's a pink one. I don't see the pink there anymore. But I love it, and it just goes to right here, and it has a nice surface on top to work on, but since it's a smaller room, I had to kind of go up, and so I had to just stack things on top. But anyway, it has doors that open up and then shelves inside. So again, more papers right here. I have all my Maggie Holmes 12 by 12s, and then a bunch of Halloween paper 12 by 12s, some glitter stacks, and then some Christmas ones down there, and then some just little other collections. Underneath I have I use every space, so underneath is like some old shelves and things that I'm not using that I used to store stuff on, so those are just slid underneath there to store. And this shelf, these are, I need to replace all these boxes because they're just like old Christmas ones and stuff, but these have all of like my doily die cut collections that are that I have for sale on eBay, and some of the 6x6 paper stacks, little lots that I have for sale on eBay also. So those are all in here, and I have them all separated by, I need to redo this, but anyway, separated by a little paper tells what they are on it. So I keep all those in there so I know where to go when I sell those, and just pull those out and then bag them up and send them off. So this one was an open one, and I have one of those gold wire rack things from IKEA. So up top here I have paper that I need to cut up, and paper that I need to die cut out the doilies. So that's like things I gotta do. And then on the bottom I have more glitter sheets, glitter papers, and then some specialty papers, and then a bunch of 8.5 by 11 sheets that are from Simon Says Stamps. So I kind of keep those separate from the other paper because that's really good quality paper. The next shelf, here's more of my dies. So this one over here, and I wish I could get them all the same color, but sometimes I'd find them in white or clear or pink, so there's kind of variety here. But anyway, these are still all dies. So like here's basic shapes, and then I got seasonal and hearts, and so that's how I divide them all up. So that's that side. And then on this side, this starts, these here are all stamp and die sets. So I have them separated, and it has a name up on top of what all's in there. And there's the die. Oh, that's not a Stampin' Die. That's just a die. That's filed wrong. Okay. How did I do that? Oh, so like here. So I got some in the wrong place I need to redo. But anyway, so here's Vicki Boutin. So fun. Here's a stamp set, and on the back the die set with the on the magnetic piece. So now I'm glad I found that, because then I need to go through that and make sure I've put them all back in the way they're supposed to go. Okay, up here's a frame I kind of use sometimes for like a backdrop on stuff. Here's a bunch of punches, a lot of the border punches and that kind of thing right in there, just because I haven't figured out a better way to do that. And then up there on top is a box of my cards that I've made that I had in a place that I was selling them. And then there's all my 8.5 by 11 cardstock up there. And on the very top there's a little pink basket that has all kinds of like bows for like gift wrapping. And then I'll come back down here, move this back over, and there's more of my real large punches that I store up there. And then down here next to this one is some more of these little bins, and these are stamp sets. So I have one section that have like Simon Says stamp. They're separated. I just left them in their bags the way they were. And then I have others that are separated out, like words and stuff. And again, they're on the, you know, I say who they're by and what the name of it is, and then they're all stuck in here like that. And again, this wasn't my idea. This was one that Jennifer McGuire shared on her channel. And then I have them in those little tubs, and these, I was talking about these that came in pink. So wish I could have got them all in pink, but all right. And then this tub down here is just full of 12 by 12 glitter paper. Okay, and then I need to go back over here because on this side I missed this little, on top of the long shelf, I missed this section right here. And this is a 3-drawer unit. Down here, all kinds of trims so I can see them. This side is all kinds of like alpha sets, like chipboard alphas and stuff. And then on this one is all kinds of the alpha stickers. So like Maggie Holmes, some of the Maggie Holmes, just, you know, different brands, stickers and word dice. Okay, this drawer has more ribbon. These are kind of like the bigger rolls of ribbon, and then the bag is full of like just like pieces of ribbon, stuff that are loose. And then the top drawer, gotta get my stool out again. Hang on a second. This one has my iTop and knockouts. So there's my knockouts. This is a Christmas one, so you can do all those borders. You just put the piece in and then it makes the border. There's my staple board, which I haven't used yet. This is some of the pieces of other not holiday ones that can fit in the iTop. I mean the not iTop, the knockout punch board system. So those are all down there. They just fit into here and you punch it out. And then back here is like all the iTop things, which I don't know if anybody knows what these are anymore, but that's the tool for it. And you can cut out paper or fabric with a punch, and then you can mount them on these like little buttons or pins or whatever. So I have a bunch of those in there still. And then up here are just some pretty boxes that I got at, I think, at Michael's. And let's see, the bottom one has a bunch of photos, more photos in it. These are tags and dies cuts that I have for sale on different lots. And then this one is like tags and envelopes and stuff that I've created that are just kind of extra in there. There's my little, what is that? We Are Memory Keepers, the Label It. I haven't opened it and tried it yet, but there it is. And then this little pink tub that I got from, Ross again, is full of all my tissue paper. So when I go to pack something up, that's all my tissue paper. Okay, so that's all for that one. Okay. Over here again, I wonder if I should stop this video and do it another part. I think I'm going to have to. So I'm going to do another video and it will have this whole section next. So anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to me. Leave a comment, and I really appreciate those. If you have a question, leave it down below. You can find me on Instagram also at the Polka Dot Pinecone. And thanks for stopping by, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.